Yo, what up? So I just was on Steam, right? And I noticed this new content for Zero Sievert. And it says this update isn't just about new content. It's also setting the stage for more exciting features and developments in the future. I have no idea what that means. But wow, look at all this stuff. Maybe this is a good time to get into the game again. The first time I played it, I have to admit, I kind of wasn't a fan of, I guess, the gameplay itself, really. Like the 2D, kind of like, it's kind of like a point and click adventure. I mean, I guess you could argue that a first person shooter, like a three-dimensional one, is also like a point and click adventure, so hmm. I guess the main thing is just like because it's 2D, it's like you can't see everything at once, so I'm just constantly feeling on edge, I guess. Like it doesn't feel very, like, I don't feel safe when I play this game like I do when I play, like when I play Stalker. For the most part, I feel safe. I mean, to be fair, I played like probably like 200 hours of Stalker, so that's kind of a pretty big difference. But it's just like there's trees and shadows, and you can only see in one direction and stuff. I mean, I guess the main thing is because it's top-down view, you can't see it into the horizon. Like in Stalker, you can see stuff a mile away, but in Zero Sievert, it just kind of you just kind of walk into stuff, and they kind of see you at the same time that you see them. It's pretty unrealistic in that way. Anyway, let's see what they have added. Grozas, we're familiar with this from Stalker. I wonder if this is the sniper rifle, kind of like the Lynx in Stalker. Not sure about that. I don't know what Nash is. Scar, I imagine this is like the kind of like desert tan kind of assault rifle. Isn't that what a Scar is? It's like the Call of Duty gun or whatever. I think they had one in Left 4 Dead 2 as well. Anyway, we have a new caliber, bullets. That doesn't excite me. I'm already confused enough about ammo types. New hostile faction will be appearing in Zakov after completing the crystal. Okay. So just new enemies, basically. I mean, can you like become friendly with factions, or is this just how it is, you know? I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting if you could like join the bandits or something, you know? Anyway. New NPC difficulty levels. I wonder how this compares to whatever it was before. I don't know what this means exactly. New NPC armor tiers. Oh, so this is like in Stalker where you can get enemies from the military or the mercenaries or duty or freedom where they have like exosuits, I'm assuming. Tier 3 enemies will only show up after the quest Clear the Way is completed. Tier 4 what's a Cyclops? Will only show up after Maul is unlocked. An enemy tier is also linked to player character level. Okay. This kind of also seems like Stalker, right? Like the further you are in the story, the more enemies show up. Anyway. Maybe a Cyclops is like a dude with like a Sam Fisher style night vision helmet. I can see that. New experience tier beyond master. I have no idea what that means, honestly. New armors. New map generation loading screen backgrounds for each map. New map generation loading screen backgrounds for each map. Okay. That seems relatively minor. I don't think they needed to even tell us about that, honestly. Wouldn't you know as soon as you load into a map? Shooting system overhaul. Glancing weapon effective ranges rework. Recoil rework. Crosshair placement rework. Revised flanking system. NPCs now react to players aiming at them. Enemies will now move into the effective range of their weapons before firing. Reduce enemy vertical view distance. Improved path system for dynamic NPCs. NPCs now follow paths inside the game view. What does that mean, inside the game view? What? Why do I feel like I just had a stroke? Inside the game view. Is this not the most like awkwardly worded thing you've ever heard? Does this basically just mean inside the game? Why? Let's just move on. Scoping, moving, delay. Depends on weapon accuracy. Okay. Change default view distance. What does that mean? I wish it was more specific. What does that mean? Scopes now increase the maximum view distance. Didn't they already do that? Like when you're scoped in? Maybe that means when you're not scoped in it increases it too? I'm not sure. Performance. Who cares? Quality of life. Emission change. Breaks between ways. What is an emission? I don't think I've ever experienced that. Trader money increased by a lot. That sounds really nice. Decrease the chance for NPCs to have armor pen. Cool. Repair kits are craftable from the beginning of the game. Hunger, thirst, decay rate reduced. Prices for healing and refilling have been decreased. Weapon attachments affect weapon stats by a flat amount, not by percentage. Yeah, maybe now would be a good time to start like a hardcore series on this game. Oh wait, before we go any further, I forgot, I wanted to mention they have grenades. Flashbangs. Grenades, I always wondered why they didn't have grenades from the start. Like, that seems really important, right? And these are just like the same grenades from Stalker. You got the F1 grenade, you got the RGB grenade, and you got impact nades. In fact, Stalker doesn't have flashbangs, which I'm actually kind of surprised. That would be a good inclusion in Stalker IMO. Although it's not like super important, since a lot of the time you're just fighting mutants. Actually, if it worked on mutants, that would be really cool. Now I imagine like dog mutants would probably just be able to sniff you out, right? Bloodsuckers could probably like smell your blood. Plus, maybe I'm wrong, but aren't blood... I thought there was a blind mutant. Bloodsuckers or snorks, maybe? Maybe I'm misremembering, I don't know. Wasn't there like a blind mutant? I don't know. I could be thinking of anything, honestly. Let's not dwell on it. Where was I? Oh, here. Balance. Difficulty presets have been adjusted to achieve parity between survivor and hunter. The primary difference is that players will lose all equipment upon death on hunter. Please note that this adjustment is currently work in progress. Changes made to apply only to new games. Enemy now always drops armors on all difficulties. Wait, what? I don't remember the enemies dropping armors. Maybe that used to be like on easy mode only or something. I don't know. The number of wolves in each pack has been reduced. Oh, thank God. Although the overall frequency remains unchanged. Dude, that's a good thing. They used to have like 5 or 6. I mean, it wasn't that hard to deal with them, honestly. It was a little tedious, perhaps. And you'd probably use like a lot of ammo. And there would be that risk of death, I guess. Mainly if you run into like wolves and something else at the same time. I could see that, like if you're trying to run away from wolves and you have mercenaries at your back. Wolves and regoosed. What did I just say? I just said regoosed because I was trying to say ghouls, but I was reading reduced. HP of wolves and ghouls have been reduced for better close range combat experience. That does sound better, honestly. All preset loadouts now come with a sidearm. Normally I just start with a sidearm, as well as a bottle of vodka for tackling early game radiation. We also swapped out a loadout for a tactical operator loadout that comes with flashies. That's cool. They are now revamped to align more closely with various playstyles. Dude, if they want to get really tactical, they should give the tactical operator like night vision and like smoke grenades. Smoke grenades would be pretty sick. You could kind of close off. It would basically just be like cover, like you'd be kind of covered from that one side, so you could actually make a tactical movement. Because think about it. Before they added flashbangs and smokes, what was your real option? You just have to slowly peek around stuff and just hope you shoot them before they shoot you. There's no actual tactics. Think about Counter-Strike. You don't just run out and hope you can kill them before they kill you. Because that's what I do, and I'm bad. You end up with if you play like that, you're gonna have more deaths than kills, pretty much. Unless you just are God mode and just know exactly where to peek, exactly where to place your crosshair. Generally, you want to throw a flashbang out first, or use smokes to kind of change the way the vision works. So yeah, or a Molotov to clear out a camper would be nice. It'd be nice if they added those two to this. It would especially help shore up the, how do I say, basically all my problems with the game were just kind of how like unsafe I felt, you know. And the reason I felt unsafe was because I had no tactics, because I had no utility. So the more utility they add, the more like options you have for dealing with situations, and the more safe you'll feel, you know. And then you can still have those tense moments, like maybe you run out of utility or whatever, but it doesn't have to be like 24/7 horror game, just waiting for a jump scare behind every tree. I don't know, maybe I'm just like complaining too much. Honestly, it'd be pretty sick if you could get like an infrared scanner, kind of like that one helmet in Stalker. You have like a radar. Anyway, grenades don't damage armor. But does it kill the person? That's all I really care about. Armors will now drop from NPCs regardless of the NPC drop armor difficulty setting. This change is intentional to ensure that existing game saves benefit from armor drops in line with new changes. Additional note on gamepad support. Who cares? So yeah, I think I'll start playing this game again on hardcore. I'll probably start with like the tactical loadout, and I'll probably give myself an assault rifle at the start this time instead of trying pistol. I went pistol only because I was like, I'm not even on hardcore mode. So I felt like if I'm not on hardcore mode and I give myself a rifle, I'm just always going to have a rifle, right? That doesn't sound fun. So yeah. But if I'm playing on hardcore mode, I feel comfortable going in with a rifle. I'm assuming if we lose the rifle, we're going to lose it forever, but I'm not actually sure on that. I guess we'll find out when we play. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I'll see you when we actually play the game.